Hi, I'm Josh Morris with the Everything Paranormal Show. Today, I'm going to show you how to make an SLS camera for ghost hunting, all for under $200. So here's some of the tools that you're going to need to build your SLS camera. This is going to be the mount for your Windows tablet. Here is a Windows tablet. This is a 10.1 inch tablet. You're definitely going to want to make sure you have Windows 10 or Windows 8.1. Here is the Ulanzi U-Ring, which is going to be the center chassis for the entire camera build. This is going to be a pistol grip tripod mount, which is going to really help you to not only grip it on the bottom of your SLS camera, but this also turns into a tripod. This is your mobile battery pack. What's great about this is it's rechargeable, and of course you're going to be able to mount this into the chassis, and this will power your Kinect camera. This of course is Velcro. I got the industrial strength. This is what's going to mount your battery pack that we just talked about onto the chassis. This cord is what came with the battery pack, and we're actually going to be using a section of this to splice in to our adapter so we can power up the Kinect. I'll show you what I mean later. This is an adapter for your USB to a micro USB. If your tablet does not have a full-blown USB port, you're going to need this adapter. However, it is highly recommended if you're going to have a Windows 10 tablet, then you have to have a USB 3.0 port for this to work. If not, you're going to need to have a tablet that supports Windows 8.1. This is a Windows Kinect wall plug adapter. You're going to need to order one. Of course, this is the main star of the show, which is the Kinect. You can get these at pawn shops, garage sales for really cheap. I just happen to have one left over from my son's old Xbox 360. Now you'll notice these two small parts to the left of the tablet. The one all the way to the left is a bracket, a cell phone holder. This can be modified to actually hold the base of the Kinect camera, and I'll show you what this means later. Also to the right is another adapter piece. It's a swivel cold shoe mount. You can mount this on a cold shoe and you can give yourself different angles. This is optional. You don't have to have that, and I can also show you what I mean later in the build. The last thing we're going to talk about on the parts is going to be the four things that you see right here. You're going to see some wire strippers. That's the blue handled pair. You're going to see the pair of scissors. These are electrical scissors, and of course some electrical tape. And then over in the upper left corner, you'll notice the zip ties. These are about almost 8-inch zip ties, and it's going to match in with the black cords and the black and red Ulanzi mount. The electrical scissors is optional. I like using them because I use them in my regular job. The wire strippers is probably the only thing you really need for this. And of course you're going to want electrical tape. There is additional options you can use when you connect the electrical cords together, but I'm just going to do the electrical tape version. Now that you have an overview of the parts and tools that you're going to need to build, let's go ahead and get building, shall we? Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is prepare your wiring. Now in this case, what we're going to need is this adapter here. You see that there's actually two plugins, two male plugins and this female plug-in right here. So I'm not going to worry too much of that. What I really want is I want this piece right here. That's going to be my main focus, is I want one of these. So I'm going to take my wire cutters and I'm going to go ahead and cut one of those pieces, because what the main goal is, this is going to be your plug-in adapter for your Kinect. And what we're going to want to do, your Kinect has to plug in to here. See that? Now, this is going to plug into your camera, okay? But this is not going to be able to plug into a wall out in the field. So you need to convert this plug into this, okay? That's what we're doing. That way you can plug into your power source, which is that battery pack. So what you're going to do, you want to leave this little piece on. See that? So we're actually going to cut right in there. Okay? There we go. And there we go. Now we just ruined it. Alright, so don't freak out. Alright, now you're going to go ahead and you want to use your wire strippers, pull back some of this insulation on both of these, and then I'm going to show you how to wire this up. Okay, so after you strip back your wires, you'll notice on this one, at least the part that I have, has two wires. Let me see here, this has got the red and black. Okay, now on the connect is a yellow and black, so don't be intimidated. You're going to, and you see how I expose the wires, right? I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see, is it going to focus for me? Alright, so sorry about that, guys. But you strip back your wires, alright, and you're going to connect your black to black and your red to yellow, and then you're going to use your old trusty electrical tape to go ahead and tape all that up. So I'm going to trust that you can at least do some electrical tape over the wires. Remember, tape each connection up individually and then tape your electrical tape around all that. We'll be right back after that. And so you can see here, this is not the, okay, look, don't judge me. This is not the prettiest, okay, but look, it's got electrical tape all around it from start to finish. Now we've converted from the plug to plugging into the power source. Let me show you how that works. Okay, so here's the power source. Now this one here is, I believe I spent the extra money to get the bigger milliamps so it would last even longer. And you can see here it's got the port, it's got a switch which makes it really nice to turn your power off and on. So you're just going to take your new adapter, plug it in there, you can plug in your connect, okay, and this is where you really can you're going to want to plug this into your camera, or your, I'm sorry, not your camera, but you're going to want to plug this into your Windows tablet, and you can actually do a test. You can actually test the camera right now and make sure it works. Now I've already gone ahead and done that, so, but I'm just showing you. Of course you can turn on the power. Now you're not going to see anything on the connect light up because it's not connecting to anything on the tablet. It's not connected to your tablet. But you can see here I've got power. You see the green light? So I've got power. So we did a good job. Okay, now here's the next step that I'm going to do is we're going to take your cell phone holder. Okay, now what I found important is, you know how there's like the springy ones where you can pull them, they have that spring to them? Well, it wasn't working for this, okay? I actually found this, and again, I'll have the link for this down below, but this has a screw type, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna take the base of this, you're gonna put your clamp on here. Now, I actually like this to be over here. Because this way you're actually going to mount the your 1/4 inch is actually going to line up better with the cameras because they are a little offset. If you notice, a lot of your cameras are slightly to one side of your Xbox 360. So this you want to have over toward that same side that your cameras are on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and you want to screw that on there real good. Make sure everything's centered, lined up, and just really kind of give that a good twist and get that nice and tight. All right. Okay, you're gonna grab your Ulanzi mount, and you'll notice you got your 1/4 inch threads right here. See how it's popping up right there? This is where you're gonna mount on your connect. Okay. Okay, and you can kind of square this up. You know, once you can kind of square this up once you get this on there. Just really straighten it out how you want it. Okay, so for this next step, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to actually mount our battery back here. So this is going to be a little tight, but what's nice is this is where we're going to take our industrial strength Velcro, and you're going to go ahead and mount that Velcro on here and put you some on the bottom here. This way you can push this down. It's going to stick and stay in place for you while you're out in the field. And if you ever need to remove this, you can just that Velcro right off there, and you can go charge, do whatever. Because we want to build this to where you can, you know, remove all these parts if you need to do any kind of repairs or anything like that. Okay, so go ahead and let's put our Velcro on. Okay, so as you can see, I got my Velcro. I put the fuzzy side here. I put the hook side of the Velcro on this one. And again, I wanted to make sure I put it in the middle. You always want to kind of line everything up, do like a little bit of a test to kind of see where it's at. But again, I got the industrial, so I'm letting this really get it stuck on here, for better words, lack of better words, right? So I'm gonna let this get nice and stuck. All right, and then we got this. Now, one of the things that you're going to want to work on next, this is the tricky part, is sort of wire management. You have a lot of wires right here. See all this? So the best thing you can do is sort of wind these up. You can see I've got a little bit of a twist tie in here. You're going to want to wind these up. And then what I'm going to actually do is I'm probably going to take some electrical tape and I'm going to go ahead and, you know, wind these all covered in electrical tape just to make it look a lot neater back here, because again, you really want to make sure that your wire management is not all over the place. After a crazy cord winding session, once you plug in your Connect to your cords, you can see I've got mine all electrical taped up. Now I did use a few zip ties also, and when it was all done, you see the end was over on this side. So I had my battery, my battery pack Velcroed facing this direction. The cord that plugs into my Windows tablet is over on the other side, which actually works out because that's the side that the USB 3.0 port is on. So once you get all that, again, this is back here, just connected up so-so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a little bit more of that Velcro, and I'm going to put some Velcro on the bottom of these wires and on the top of this battery pack, just to kind of hold those wires in place. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So now we're going to go ahead and take our pistol grip, and we got our tab mount, and so let's go ahead and start with the tab mount first. This, of course, is going to go on top right here. You're going to screw this onto your cold shoe mount. I've already got the cold shoe mount installed, so I'm just screwing this on. All right, so there you go, and we'll look at it here in a second. And we're also going to go ahead and put your pistol grip right here into the bottom of this. Which is really awesome. There we go. Now what's great about this, again, you've got your pistol grip where you can hold your SLS camera. We'll cover that here in a second actually, but you can press your little buttons, flip this around. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. So now we can set this down if you want to set it down during an investigation. Or again, grab it back. And there you go. We're back to pistol grip. So, pretty neat. Pretty neat. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead. We'll get the tab. We'll get all that plugged in. We'll see you in a second. Okay, guys. So there it is. The completed SLS Connect camera for ghost hunting. Under $200. However, I know what you guys are thinking. Josh, you got to show us how do you get the software on the tablet. Well, guess what? Let's go find out. I'll show you where to download everything at. I'm going to show you the 4 things that you need to download in order to get your Xbox Connect working for your Windows 10. Okay, it's very important. It's the Connect 360. That's what we're really focused on. And if you want it to work for Windows 10, you've got to download these 4 things. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your website and you're going to look for Connect Developer Toolkit. It should be the Microsoft.com, and this should be the official right here. You're going to see it says Connect for Windows Developer Toolkit version 1.8. Now, if you pull this up and you find a version 2.0, don't think that that's always better, because if you have the Xbox 360 Connect, you want to download the version 1.8. Trust me, it will not work for the version 2.0. So I'm just trying to save you that headache. Okay, so right here you're going to click on download, and then what you're going to do is after that you go back to your search, and what you're going to look for now is you're going to look for, and right here it says Connect SDK 1.8. You're going to pull that up, you're going to click on that, here you go, and you're going to download the Connect for Windows SDK version 1.8. Now once you download those two, I believe the SDK has to be installed first, and then you can do your developer toolkit after that. So again, you'll download it, then you'll go ahead and install both of them. Okay, so now that you've downloaded and installed those, you're going to go in here, you're going to pull up your Windows tab, you're going to go down to Connect for Windows SDK 1.0 and hit your developer toolkit browser. Okay, that's going to pull this up. You're going to go to your, see this SDKs, you're going to click on that, and you see where it says Speech Platform SDK 11.0. You want to click on Go to Web Page, and you want to download all the files. Okay, let's just click on that real quick. Let me bring this over here for you. So if you look here, you should be able to click download, and it's going to have a list of files. Just select all of them. I believe you can just click that top box, it'll select all of them, and go ahead and download that. And I don't think you actually have to install them. I believe it's just downloading it is good enough. I don't think you have to actually install that. Okay, let's close that real quick. And then the next thing you're going to want to do, very important again, this Visual C++ redistributable for Visual Studio 2012. Again, you're going to click on Go to Web Page. Same thing, you're going to go in there and you're going to download all the files. Okay, once you do all of that, okay, you can come back up here, you can click All. Okay, now this is kind of like your working menu. I'm just going to blow this up. This is kind of your working menu whenever you launch your Connect, right? This is what you're going to see when you go to turn on your, like if you're out in the field or whatever. So you're going to come down here, you're going to scroll all the way down into the Ks, and you're going to look for right here. See where it says Connect Explorer 2D2? You want to go ahead, I went ahead and installed this. You can hit run, but I went ahead and installed this and this Connect Explorer WPF down below. You can click install on there as well. And then really if you hit run right here on this 2D2, there you go. Now you can see this is part of my studio. I've got my Connect kind of sitting down on a table. So right there you would see, if somebody was to walk in right there, you would actually see the skeleton, and you'd be able to Again, you've got your right hand thing. You can blow this up. However, but this would be your view, guys. This is the view. And of course, we'll get ready to test it here in a second. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, now that we got everything downloaded, we should be able to have your Kinect up and running. You can see here, I'm just holding it. All right, so I'm gonna have my son come in here and demonstrate. So if you wanna walk toward there, oh, and you can see there, it's already mapping him. Let me see if I can't focus in on that. There you go. So it's already mapping them. Look at that. There you go. We successfully made an SLS camera. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on how to build your own SLS camera. And remember, if you do have any questions, go ahead and please put them in the comments down below. I'll try to get to them and hopefully help you out with anything that maybe I possibly could have missed. Also, there should be some parts list down below. And again, if I didn't list a part, again, go ahead and feel free to leave something in the comments below. And remember, if you got something out of this video, if this really helped you out, please hit like. I hope you subscribe to the channel. And remember, share this to all your friends that may also have an interest in ghost hunting. So thank you for watching the Do-It-Yourself tutorial.